Okay, I fixed it, but the light's not as bright. The only globe we had left was this one. So my apologies if it's a bit dark. Just drinking some tea. Alright, birdie's on. Now, how do I want this? I don't want the flower looking like it's coming out of the bird's head. But I do want the flower there. I like it. Where's a smaller brush? Try a smaller brush for the glue. That on. That can go up there. Right. What's wrong, Bandit? I thought you were sleeping. Did you wake up? He's a funny boy. He's decided that he wants to lie down next to Clyde, but there isn't any room unless Clyde moves over. So he'll just stand there with his head hanging over the top of Clyde and wait until Clyde moves. And if Clyde doesn't get the hint, he'll start whining very, very softly. And Clyde will ignore him for a while, and Bandit will keep going, and eventually Clyde will give up and move over. It's funny the way they communicate. Sometimes even they don't make any sound at all and they know what the other one wants just by their body language. It's really interesting to watch them sometimes. It's nice and shiny because I use the metallic pen. I'm losing my bits. Alright, put that circle up there. There we are. Just get that corner. The problem is this edge curling up. If I prop it over here, you still see that okay? Yep. Excuse me. I'll just have a drink. Yeah, I think I will put that on there. Oops, right on the edge. It's pretty, very sparkly. Maybe across the top and the bottom as well. Yeah, why not? I'm just going to just cover his tail, that's okay. Oops. Ooh, lucky, I'm only just going to have enough. Before it runs out. Bit of napkin. Comes over the edge here. Oops, how can I do this? There. That's that. See, I'll just run out. So go around this with the pen. Ah, that's not stuck down properly. And I wanted to do washi tape on the inside and add some white dots to the flowers and maybe a bit more green glitter to the leaves, which means it's going to take me a lot. Gee, that went quickly. Okay, back to this. Do the outline. finish her. So I'll do this inside her arms. Okay, it's another late evening, about to get dark. I'm finally going to finish her off. This page, it's all nice and dry now. I just looked, because it's been a few days, I looked back at the video I've recorded to see where I got up to, and I noticed that there's a few funny darker streaks on there, which I think is the paint coming through underneath. It's not hopefully anything smudged on top. But yeah, it's funny, the things you pick up on camera that you don't see when you're staring at it in person. It's weird, sometimes things stand out really clearly on the camera. Okay, so the last thing, I forgot to outline the star, so I'll do that. Except I don't know where I've put the pen. I just saw it before. It's not back in the drawer. Oh well. I'll use a gel pen. Generally don't use the gel pen very much because it tends to smudge far too easily, but I suppose it is a better pen to use because it's archival. The just the basic writing pen I've been using, I guess, wouldn't be archival. I can still hear some birds outside. Actually, they sound like finches. They're so cute. Now that we've gone into autumn, we'll be losing a few birds in the area and gaining some others, like the finches. They're generally not around, except late winter, early spring. Then they sort of disappear for a while, and then they come back in autumn. And the main reason they come here to my garden is because I have a flowering sage, a type of sage that's not an edible one but a flowering one. They love the flowers on that, and they come and get the nectar from there. And we've got a couple of other native birds as well that like those flowers. Anyway, I wanted to put this washi tape as a border. Might be a little bit thick, but let's see how that looks. Just cut it off. Oops. I think I've done it too long. Life is a journey. Now I was going to turn it round, but then the writing would be upside down. I have to do it this way. So excuse my arm across the page. Ooh, is that going to cover up her star? I can't see properly, sorry, I've got to pick it up. Oops, I went wonky. Yeah, I don't know if I like that up here now, because it's covered up the star. I might just leave it down the bottom, see if I can get it off again without tearing the napkin. It's a good thing about washi though, that it's not ultra sticky. It's alright. Just pulled a little fleck off, but that's okay. What about if I put it on the side? Would that look funny if I just have it like that? No, it's my page and I don't care if it looks funny. I want to have it there. The main reason I want it there is I want it to kind of support this, give it a bit more strength, because it keeps curling over and I don't like that. So I'm going to do this. Super hard to line it up properly, especially when I'm still holding on to the roll, so I'll cut it off. And it still hangs over a bit. I think that might be because the tissue paper, yeah, I've got a bit of the tissue paper napkin hanging over. What I'm going to tell you is, if you've been watching my most recent videos and following the story of what's been happening with my husband, he went this morning to see the doctor and got results of the CT scan he had done on Monday. And thank goodness that's shown that there's what the doctor calls no nasties, so no cancer or anything like that, which of course is what we were both worried about. But she says that she still can't determine what's going on or what's causing the lumps that he has. So now she's referred him to a specialist, which he'll have to see in the hospital in the city, and he'll have to have an MRI. So annoying when it cuts off when I'm in mid-sentence. I was just saying he'll have to have an MRI scan done so they can have a better look inside and see what might be the cause for these lumps. But she said that apart from a small minor thing that showed up on the CT scan, which she said really isn't anything to worry about, nothing else showed. Everything else is clear. Whoops, I cut that accidentally. So that's good news. But of course we're still a little bit concerned because it's still quite, the one on his side, which is quite big, is really tender, so he's not able to sleep very comfortably. And he's not been sleeping very well at all because he's also got bursitis in his hip and his back's been hurting him, and he's been worrying, of course, about, you know, what the doctor was going to tell him, and yeah, it's not good. Hopefully he'll be able to sleep a bit better now that he's got the all clear for anything being cancerous anyway. I know I will. It's a real worry, you know, when you see something that big that comes up and you don't know what it could be and your mind starts sort of wandering about. So that's where we're at with that at the moment. Now doctor's written a referral which she's sent straight into the hospital herself, and so now we have to wait. The hospital will organise an appointment and send out a letter telling him when he needs to go in and see them. So there's my page. Now I might put this little tab. So of course you've got that sort of as an introductory to this, but I also planned it so that this will be relevant to this page here as well, and I'll do something that fits in with Brave Wings She Flies. So then that little panel will be appropriate to both sides. That's my plan. How am I going to stick this together? Where do I want it? I just thought I'd like to have little tabs sticking up, not on every page, but on quite a few pages. I like the idea of things sticking out everywhere. So yeah, I might do that there. I'll just use a bit of craft glue, tacky glue. I like this stuff because it dries pretty quickly. And I thought quite a while ago that this was almost run out, but it's just kept on going. This is pretty good. this doesn't slip and slide everywhere. Close alright, yeah. It's not matched up perfectly. No. There we go. Finally, I've finished. That's my page, my first page. I hope you liked it, and I hope this wasn't too long of a video. I know you seem to take an awfully long time to do things. Okay, that's finished. Thanks for watching. Bye now.